Today we're going to look at a book from Jen Swank, So You're the Principal, Now What? So we're going to get into that right now. Jen Swank's book is about being a principal and taking over those reins from teacher to the principal realm and kind of the different experiences. And she's got a lot of experiences in here that does a lot of help. She went from being a teacher in a school district to that district building's principal. So she kind of has a dynamic of being, co-workers with people, then becoming a principal. She was also able to, and she didn't really, she kind of explains in a couple of different instances there where she had some trouble and stuff like that, and there's relationships that she had, and then being principal, it's difficult. But then she also wants to change buildings and stuff, and she really gives a lot of good experiences there. And in the book, every chapter has 3 different scenarios on the topic. So she might be dealing with evaluations or talking with parents, talking with teachers, or introducing yourself, and just those types of things. Each topic, she gives 3 different scenarios. She gives us at the very beginning of the chapter, kind of gives us a little synopsis of what's going to happen, and then how she deals with those. Now, one thing I really like is that, once again, these are scenarios. These are general things that would happen that you would see as an administrator. And she kind of tackles them with her experiences and what she went through. And she makes sure it's clear that it doesn't mean it's always the best way to do things. But she gives you an idea of what things that she's failed at and things that she's done really, really well at, which is, I think, is once again a good learning tool that she gives people who are aspiring to be administrators. And it's a good learning experience to kind of put yourself in situations and think about those situations, so that when you do meet those, you kind of have an idea, maybe I should attack it this way, or this is the approach I would like to do, and face those. So a lot of good points on here. The book does a great job. The only thing I don't think that she did very well is making sure that it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what level you're at in any organization, teaching or being a principal, you need someone to be a mentor to, and be a mentee to somebody else. So having someone to help out, I think that's one thing as far as taking ownership in your relationships with your coworkers and with your work environment, and really giving that personalized touches. Is helping someone else achieve their goals, but also having someone else that you can rely on to bounce back to. One of the people I've always admired a lot, and who's always helped me, I'd like to give him a shout out, is Mr. Fay. Mr. Fay has been awesome. He was my basketball coach when I was a kid, and he's just a great role model for kids and for me now as a teacher. He's a teacher, and much respect to him. I worked with him for like 9 years, and I'm at a different school now, so we're not in the same building anymore. And he's just awesome to work with. And having that person that I can call up anytime I want to and say, hey Jim, what's your thoughts on this? How you think about this instructional technique? What do you think I should do here? I got this situation. He's always open ears, and always someone who's very dedicated to his job and dedicated to helping kids. And he has shown that throughout his whole career, and you can't find anybody else who does a job like he does. So, in Jen Swank, in this book, she does a good job once again of giving those situations. It's a really good read if you're looking to get into administration. I know I am. Hopefully someday I'll be able to put a lot of practice to use. And if you're a administrator already, this is also a good book to read. Maybe there's some things that some ideas that she gives, and ways to approach the situation, which might be good for you to be looking at. So it's a very, very good book, very, very easy read, the way she sets up every chapter. And maybe there's a chapter that you're more interested in other ones. You don't want to read chapter by chapter. This is something where you could open it up, look at it, and be like, okay, hey, I'm going to a new school. How do I kind of introduce myself and start building relationships, and who do I need to know first, and Who do I make contact with? Those types of things that you normally don't think about. Some of the smaller details she kind of goes over.